This fall, I'm all about faces and places. Hey guys, today I have this Bridgit Mendler inspired look from her music video for Ready or Not. If you haven't heard that song, I recommend checking it out. I think it's a really good end of summer tune, and now it's fall, but it's still a good song, so whatever. And I really love how her eye was just this purpley brown, like smoky look with like some really bold black liner. And I'm using only drugstore except for my primer in this look, so it's very affordable and accessible to most people. And if you want to see how I did it, please stay tuned. Alright, so I already primed my lid, and this is the only thing I'm not using drugstore because I did want like a colorless primer. So that's the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Oh. Anyway, on to shadow. My main color I'm going to be using is here in the Wet n Wild Petal Pusher palette. I'm using that color, which is just kind of a, I would consider it like almost like a toasted purple color. I don't know if that makes sense, but you can see it's just kind of a cranberry type color. Take that all over my lid. And her color doesn't extend too far up past the lid because when she has her eyes open, you don't see it that much due to us having quite a bit of liner, but I will take just a bit of that and start blending that a little. I'm going to take just a teeny bit of that color below it and just do the outer corner bit, like that. Just for subtle definition. That's all for the main eyeshadow. Most of this look is focused on the liner, and you want a really black liner. My drugstore one I have is the CoverGirl Liquid Lime Blast in Black Fire. This is like really black, like Perversion by Urban Decay level of blackness. And her liner, I am using pencil to do this because it has a very precise shape and I can never get that with liquid or even gel, so I'll be using a pencil, and this is a liquid liner like formula, so it is very creamy and dark. I'm going to go along my upper lash line pretty thick, not that thick, like a medium thickness line, and then you really want to point at the end because her liner is very like pointed. Let me look at this picture I have. Yeah, it's got like a definite point. And I will be going back on with this in a little. First things first, I'm going to go ahead and blacken and fill in the lines because you don't want any spaces where that liner is. And I'm just using a eyeshadow to do this, and this is Wet n Wild eyeshadow. It won't open. This is Wet n Wild eyeshadow in Panther. As you can see, it's a pretty dark matte black. I'm just going to take a pencil brush just for precision and just go all along my lash line with this. As I hope you can tell with that, I didn't smudge it, I just filled in the spaces. Now taking that same liner, I'm going to go ahead and tight line there because again, I don't want any spaces between that black and my lashes. And then I'm just going to take a little of that in the very outer corner of my lower lash line, connecting it upwards. And just in the outer bit, we're going to be actually smudging that a little with this. Just soften that harsh edge. And then I'm going to be taking that Panther color, this time with more like an angle brush for precision. And I'm going to be, if I can open it, I never can open this one. Smudging that inwards very lightly. Make sure to tap off any fallout. You don't want it to be super dark and intense. And then just one more time, I'm going to go in with my original color I used just to make sure that that color still can be seen through. Okay, and we don't want anything really in the waterline, so you don't need to add any liner there, just don't add anything. Now for the inner corner, I can't really tell in the look if she has a lot of brightness, but I'm just going to take a bit of this brow bone color from the same Petal Pusher palette right here around the black, just to brighten up there. And I'm going to take that same color very gently because it does have a bit of a shimmer to it, or like a duochrome, and I'm going to take that on the brow bone. And lastly, just to make sure that there's no harsh line for that highlight, I'm going to take that color below it, which is just a matte, like a light pinkish purple, and blend. Okay, and then for mascara, just want something very black, so I'm going to take L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara and get that all over my top and bottom lashes, and then I will show you cheeks and lips. Alright, for cheeks, I'm going to go ahead and stick to kind of that purpley, but not quite purple tone I've got going on, and take, mine's all shattered, so I'm not really going to show you, but it's Wet n Wild's blush in, I don't remember, Heather Silk, and I just want to take a very light amount of this because it's very pigmented, and pop it on my cheeks. And then just for a bit of highlight, I'm going to take my favorite highlighter, which is e.l.f. Golden Bronzer, swirl all those colors together, and put that on top of my cheekbones because she definitely has that going on. Now for lips, I'm going to start with Revlon Just Been Kissable Balm Stain in Precious. It's just this kind of pinky tone nude with a slight shimmer to it. And then just because her lips, this color is about what I want, but her lips do have a slight creamy finish to them. So to get that, I'm just going to take this very creamy, but not like super pigmented gloss, which is e.l.f. or Revlon Super Lustrous Lip Gloss in Lilac Pastel, which will keep that kind of pinky tone to them, but just make them creamy. It also matches the purpley tones in the eyes. Okay, so there is the finished Bridgit Mendler Ready or Not inspired look. I just think that song is so dang catchy. I've only heard it a few times and already I'm like obsessed, and I really want to buy it. I haven't yet. I just really thought her makeup was really nice. It's smoky, but I think it's still, you know, age appropriate. It's not too, like, she's trying too hard. And usually I'm, like, kind of skeptical about all these Disney people starting to sing after they have their own shows or whatever. But I actually think she's got some talent, and the song sounds very familiar. I don't know if it's just because it's a good tune or I really have heard something like it. But anyway, I really loved that it had that brownie purple tone and then that nice winged liner and then just a very subtle cheek and lip. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you think below, as well as be sure to like it if you like it, subscribe if you want to see more, and if you want to see even more, go check out my links below. I'll have my blog post, Facebook, and Twitter linked. I try not to tell you about those every video because I think that's a little annoying when people do that, but I do want you guys to know they're there because I am trying to be very active on them, and I hope you guys will check them out and enjoy that. So thank you so much for watching. I love you guys all. I love all of you guys for watching. I think that's so great, and hope you guys enjoy. Bye! Ready or not, here I come. I like your face, do you like my song? Just sing it.